You guys are law enforcement, not feelings officers. These people,
officers?
Feelings enforcement officers. Yeah, feelings enforcement.
False.
I didn't commit any crime.
You won't even answer
I
the
don't
question.
have to give an ID if I didn't commit a crime.
Okay.
You know that.
Right
As
now.
a sergeant, you know that.
Okay,
You took a test.
Listen to me now.
You took a
I'm
test.
here, no ID.
This officer approaches a delivery driver claiming there is a possible package theft, but provides no clear proof or explanation. He repeatedly pressures the driver for his ID and questions his actions, shifting justifications and escalating the situation unnecessarily. The driver calmly explains that he has completed all deliveries, offers to clarify any misunderstandings, and records the entire interaction to protect his rights. Despite his cooperation and transparency, the officer continues pressing the issue over minor details, turning what should have been a routine check into a tense and confrontational encounter, with the driver standing firm and asserting his rights throughout.
What am I being detained for, officer?
Oh, it's because of the package.
And also, what's your name and badge number?
Francine 212. We're just, like I said, we're conducting an investigation right now.
Okay.
About possible
And
packaging.
what do you suspect me of committing? What crime?
Oh, I don't suspect you of committing. I mean,
So
like
why am I
said,
being
we're
detained
we're
then?
checking out what's going on right now with the camera. And
But
then
if
once,
I'm not
once we
committing
clear,
a crime, why are you holding me as detainment?
Once we clear, you'll be good, man. Like I said.
But he already checked, and he already got the story from the other lady.
He said
She said that she thought maybe I took something, but I dropped the package off.
We're gonna go check the cameras now. So
Okay, that's
hang
fine.
tight. You know, we'll be out of here shortly.
That's fine. I gotta record this because I
Yeah,
can't
you
have
can.
my,
Like
my
I said,
constitution,
you want
my
me to call
rights
your
being
boss, I can
violated.
call your supervisor, let them know that there was a misunderstanding.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what caused it. I understand you're on a time limit.
Yes,
You know, with
of
the
course.
delaying. So I totally get it, man. So like I said, if you need, I'll call. You said Lodi you're out of?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to give me a number before, you leave, then I'll make.
If they ask me something, then I will tell them what happened, and I'll give your guys' apartment number to them, and they'll call and they'll figure out what happened.
Yeah, no problem, man. It's a misunderstanding.
I just gotta report this just for records purposes. You know what I'm saying?
Thing, man. No problem.
We all got
Like
our
I said,
own jobs.
I got a body camera on too.
Yeah.
So
everything's being recorded. But the thing is, it costs money to get that film. That's why I like to record for my own purposes. So if some rights were being violated, then obviously I'll be having to have this a civil lawsuit, and I have my own recordings for that purposes. Because there's always something going on around here for nothing. And is that your supervisor?
my supervisor's down there.
Okay. What's his name?
He's not. You can ask him when he gets down here if he comes over.
Okay.
So, buddy,
What's going on?
all right. We're trying to confirm that everything matches up.
Yeah.
Okay. UID on you.
What's your name and badge number?
My name and badge number?
Yeah.
Sergeant Moan, 186.
186? Okay.
Yes, sir. UID on you.
For what?
We're investigating a possible theft of a package.
Okay. But obviously I'm working, so that doesn't fit me. Do you suspect me of stealing of a package?
Listen, we didn't get caught. We got caught.
I know you're not doing that. I know, but you guys are law enforcement, and that's what every time I speak to officers, I tell them, I say, you guys are law enforcement, not feelings officers. These people,
what officers?
Feelings enforcement officers. Yeah, feelings enforcement.
Feelings officers?
Yeah, because people they have feelings and they like to call for silly things, which is obviously this is not a crime. I'm doing my job. He knows I'm doing my job. The other guy knows I'm doing my job. There's nothing else going on.
Okay.
If you suspect
hold on.
if you suspect me of committing a crime, then I will surrender my ID. And if you are detaining me as well, then I'll be staying here. But if I am not being detained, you don't suspect me of committing a crime.
All right, my turn to talk. You're being detained.
Okay.
Okay. You are being detained.
And what are you detaining
we're
me for?
investigating. I told you already. We're investigating.
What do you suspect me of committing? What
My
crime?
turn.
Can you
talk?
let him talk?
Investigating a theft of a package.
Okay. And you suspect me of stealing a
So
package?
right now you're being detained.
Do you suspect me of
Hold
stealing
on
the
a
package?
second. I'm talking. You're being detained for investigation of a theft of a package.
Yeah. Your investigation has
Hold
nothing
on
to
a
do
second.
with my rights.
Hold on a second. Okay? We didn't just come up on you. We got called from a homeowner. Okay?
I don't know. I can't track your calls. I would have to do that on my own time.
You. We got called here from a homeowner. They came up on their doorbell.
Yeah.
Of a person matching your description that came up with a package.
Okay.
And walked in with a package. That's it. So we deal with this all the time, and then we clear it, and then you're on your way.
Okay.
You get the ID, we make sure
But the
everything's all
thing
right.
is, there's a disconnect between the public and police officers because of reasons like this. You guys say, okay, this happens, then you have to ID someone for not committing a crime. This is not stop an ID state. You can't just say, you have to show me your ID because I want to see who you are.
never said that.
You can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
You're investigating.
Your department does
wasting
not
your time.
override
You're
the
wasting my time,
Constitution.
you're wasting your own time.
You're wasting my time. You know I didn't do anything wrong, and you guys are holding me here.
Why do you think that I told you the reason why we're here.
I understand.
You don't understand.
I do understand. You guys said that you come here for a call. Okay. Obviously, I'm not the guy because I'm
Amazon
working.
driver ever stolen? Has any Amazon ever stolen?
I don't know about other places, but my department, and I know it's never happened in my department.
Yes, they have. Okay.
Not
all right.
From where
is this how
we
you
were.
usually drive on the other side of the road?
I had to, because I had to drop a heavy package on this side.
I'm just telling you.
I pulled up.
Is this how you usually drive?
Because I had to deliver right here.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Okay. You want to lift 100-pound packages from the other side, you know, every time? That's
if you want me to do my job, you're driving on the wrong side of the road.
Look at how this guy is parked in the middle of the road.
The law enforcement police officers. Okay.
Doesn't matter though. Okay. You still can't break the rules, just like everyone else.
Okay. So listen. You need your ID.
Okay.
Now there's a Title 39 violation.
But he's blocking me, so I couldn't move.
You're on the wrong side of the road.
But I dropped a package off. He blocked me.
I don't want no
but
problems. I don't want no problems.
You do want a problem.
We're
Look, man, you guys are going to violate my rights because you know that I did not commit a crime. You can't articulate that I committed a crime.
So you're going way over.
How do you suspect? No, because I hate getting violated. I hate when my rights get violated. I have nothing on my. Huh?
We got called of a
Stop shining the light in my face.
And you can light up the area. It's dark.
No, it's not. You're an idiot. You don't even know what you're doing.
It's not dark.
You're just a fool with a badge. Listen to your sergeant.
All right, sir.
Tell him to stop shining the light in my face.
Hand over your ID.
But
so listen to me. You were detained for the theft of the package. You're also on the wrong side of the Title 39.
Okay, so you think that I committed the crime of stealing a package?
Buddy, I'm talking to you right now.
So do you want to search? Do you want to search here for that house?
I don't want to search it.
So then how do you figure that I stole something but you won't even check to see if I stole it? What is the point of asking for an ID then?
I started this conversation by wanting to know who you were, and then it went crazy.
Yes,
right?
It went crazy because I feel
I haven't even started my investigation yet.
So then you just said you started an investigation.
I'm trying to figure out who you are, what you do, what happened. But this conversation started with you saying, I'm not giving my ID, you're violating my rights.
Because I didn't commit any crime.
True or false?
Well, I didn't.
True or false?
I didn't commit any crime.
You won't even answer
I
the
don't
question.
have to give an ID if I didn't commit a crime.
Okay.
You know that.
Right
As
now.
a sergeant, you know that.
Okay,
You took a test.
Listen to me now.
You took a test.
ID or no ID?
You
have ID on you or no?
Of course I have my ID on.
Are you handing it over? I'm going to ask you to step out of the vehicle.
If you could,
Title 39, step out of the vehicle.
Okay. I'm recording this. I'm cool. I record everything.
Okay.
What am I? Of course.
One more time.
Of course I have a license.
Okay, there's a Title 39 violation on top of it. You have a license on you.
Of course I have.
Okay. Can we see the license?
And what is the title?
4-135. Improper parking. You parked on the wrong side of the road.
But that's not what you were called for. And he blocked me. So how am I supposed to?
We were called there. You were parked here before we got here. Are you going to
You
turn over your license?
You just want to look
Are you
at my
going
license.
to turn over your license?
If you suspect me of committing a crime, then I will show you my license.
You're in a motor vehicle violation.
How many times
But do
did
you
tell
suspect me of stealing that package? From a
you
man to man.
investigation and Title 39 violation. Do you have ID or no?
Okay, you suspect me of committing a crime. I will hand over my ID. I record everything. I'm handing my ID over. Here you go.
Stay there.
This is a public
What
sidewalk.
happened?
Huh?
What happened with the house?
What do you mean with the house?
You said you didn't. You dropped the packages off at 11:25 Corpus, correct?
Yes, I deliver packages.
Okay. All right. So the caller said that you walked away with a package. And that's why we're
I
here.
carried like 3 or 4 packages
Listen,
to the
okay.
houses. I drop off. I
Okay.
go to the next house.
Okay.
That's it.
So it
And I
sounds-
told him, I said,
okay.
I hold a couple packages at once. I can't hold.
okay, so-
I'm not gonna go one by one.
Dude,
at
you
each
talk
house.
too much. You
Everything
talk
I
too
told
much.
you in the
You
beginning.
just wanted
Listen,
me to
no,
explain.
listen,
You just
he-
wanted me to explain.
Listen, okay, so listen.
And now I talk
So
too
this
much.
officer
That's why
didn't.
people don't talk to you guys, bro.
Okay. This
You don't
officer.
understand me.
Listen to me. So this officer didn't talk to the caller yet. He had no clue what the caller saw.
So then why are you guys coming to me then?
Dude, all right, don't even worry about it
You know
anymore.
what? Yeah.
So,
No, whatever.
I can
No.
get the call.
Okay.
Everything is covered.
I told you.
can get the
I
call.
saw
and
the
can
video.
see
I already
it.
told
saw
you
the
what you can do.
I'm
So.
going to. I just want to understand why would she even call the cops? If she got her own package, she knows what she gets. It says it on the app. It says what they get. They can see if it's for them or not. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. And if she could really check in her camera, she can see me walk with the package to go across the street and drop it off in the next house. So that's bullshit. I record all of this. I gotta get his badge number too. I never even asked him.
It's all being taped, dude. All
You're-
being taped.
you're-
Like I told you from the start, we have our body cameras on too.
We have to. We have to because we're in a day and age where stuff like this, people they call for stupid stuff, cops make bad mistakes and then the informants get sued. And I don't want to be that guy. I want to be friendly with police officers. I have family as police officers. My mom's a lawyer. You know, I go hard in this stuff, bro. I believe in the Constitution, bro. And I
Where's
feel
your
like
family? Where's
peace
your family
by
work?
peace.
Where's your family work?
Where does she work?
Where's your family work? Law enforcement.
My uncle, he's actually a state trooper in New York.
New York.
Yep.
Okay.
Brian Delaney.
Okay.
Look him up.
Hey, you look him up.
Why would I have to look him up?
I won't look him up.
So why do you want to know?
He'll be ashamed of how you talk to people.
Ashamed. You should be ashamed of yourself. You guys are violating my rights. You know I didn't do anything wrong. And I asked you, how did I commit a crime? What do you suspect me of? Then you went straight over to, oh, he parked like this. Come on, bro. That's bullshit.
I mean, like I
If you think that
listen,
I stole a
hey,
package,
listen,
I said to check the vehicle and check for that house to see if I took that package.
Remember when I told
You
you?
can check.
Remember when I told you when I
I
first
gave
pulled
you the
up?
right
I'm
to
like,
check.
Hey, it's probably a big misunderstanding. Let's get your ID, take it from you, clear you,
Of
and then
course.
we'll be on our way. Remember when I said that?
Yes,
And then
of
you
course.
chose to go down the path you chose.
The path I chose is to protect my rights.
Oh,
I am not,
you're
I am
listen,
not,
like you
I
said,
am not
you
a
have your feelings.
peon, and I will not give you guys to violate my rights purposely. I'm not gonna let you guys do that. If you respect me and you say, okay, you know, obviously you didn't commit no crime.
Didn't I say that from the start?
I would say, bro, you guys are
I
good
said,
to go.
I said
I'm good
black
to go.
sweatshirt,
That's
black
it.
shoes. I'm like, haha, this is funny. Probably big
Yeah,
misunderstanding. Didn't I
it
say
is.
that?
Yeah.
Big misunderstanding.
And then you
Then
went
it gets
to,
your ID
okay,
and
I
I'll
have
clear
to
it.
check your ID
We'll
and all
clear
that.
it, clear you, get you
What
out of
is
here.
that? Yeah, but
let
that's
you
the
get on with
thing,
your
though.
night. We'll get on our night, and that was it.
There's rights.
Whoa.
Your department does not override the Constitution. You guys can do certain things. That's it. You can't do that though. So you guys are trying to make something out of nothing. That's what it is. I don't know if you guys are bored. You have no crime to fight in this town. Maybe it's all these people, they don't do nothing. Whatever. But obviously you see that I'm working. So this is a waste of time. You don't like the light on you, huh? You don't like it. So why do you shine it in my
Because
face?
it's dark out, dude.
Bro, you see me sitting there and have the light on in the
Okay.
car. You
Okay.
can see that there's
Okay.
nothing going on. I don't like that shit. I'm not gonna get treated like that by you guys, bro. We pay your salary, bro. The people, we pay taxes.
Thank you for paying our
Thank
time.
you. I appreciate that, by the way.
So you know that.
Thank you for that.
So you treat
Yeah,
people
no,
with
thank you.
respect and you come up to them. You don't disrespect them because you have a gun and a badge. We're supposed to look up to you
Did I
guys.
disrespect you when I asked you?
You're disrespecting me by putting your light in my face.
Obviously,
Obviously, you don't see me doing anything wrong.
Okay.
What am I gonna hold an AR-16 doing deliveries? You don't see me with anything. So what- I don't know. But obviously, you don't see that I'm a threat. So why would you have your light in my face? So you're making up bullshit, bro. I think you need to go to school and get educated, bro. I don't think you had enough education. What did you get? High school diploma and then come and be a cop?
Maybe you could pay for it too. Taxpayers, right?
Just go to school, man. Maybe you work in Starbucks. They pay for your college education. Yeah. Go for it. Maybe you could be higher up than this guy. Teach him for things. You don't like it, huh? You guys fuck with me, bro.
I hope you show your uncle this video. Couldn't be ashamed of you.
I show, bro. I can
Show
post.
your
I can
uncle.
send this. I can send
What's
this.
his name again? Delaney, you said?
I can send this to a lot of people, bro. You guys are violating my
all your
rights,
cop
bro. You
friends
know
that
it
are
is.
ashamed of you.
You guys know it is.
I need nothing but respect.
No, you didn't. You probably treat everybody like this that's not from this town. I don't know how you could go home like this and feel like good about yourself. You guys just looking for issues, bro. You see, I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm doing my deliveries. I even let you see. You want to check the car? I stole the package? Okay, check. I record all of this stuff, man.
I hope you are.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Please,
Look at these
show it to
guys.
your uncle.
You said that already.
Your uncle can educate you on how police work is done.
Yeah, how to violate people's rights. How to waste time.
Right, big waste of time.
This is a waste of time.
Could have got you out of here 10 minutes ago. 15 minutes ago now at this point. Probably.
Don't worry, man. We'll have our own issues later on down the line. I got your guys' badge numbers, so I come after you guys each one by one. You guys are gonna think this shit's all a game. You could have let me go because obviously you see I had nothing doing wrong, but it's the ego that you guys have behind that badge. You guys want to take it to the next level for no reason. This is gonna get posted on YouTube and it's gonna get hundreds of thousands of views. You guys are gonna see that one
We
day.
have it on tape too. Yeah, we have it on tape too. We're doing nothing wrong.
And you'll look at it and you'll be like, damn,
yourself.
and it starts by one person. And one person's gonna do it, the next person's gonna come back, the next person is gonna be the same thing. And when you lose your qualified immunity, don't say that it was the other person. It's all on you. You had the opportunity to be a good officer, but you didn't. You chose to be like this. You chose to be corrupt. And that's how things go. So, I record everything, man.
Please.
I don't understand what this guy's taking so long for. Did you follow up with the lady who called? This is such a big crime. Why don't you guys go speak to her? Ask her what package is she missing.
They detain a delivery driver without presenting any concrete evidence, repeatedly demand his ID despite having no reasonable suspicion of a crime, and fail to verify the initial complaint with a caller before escalating the situation. Their actions shining lights in his face, questioning minor delivery details and insisting on compliance without justification, demonstrate poor judgment, a lack of clear communication, and a disregard for constitutional rights. Such behavior not only wastes time but also risks escalating a peaceful interaction into a confrontation. Officers must remember that their authority is granted to protect and serve, not to intimidate. Carefully verifying complaints, respecting citizens' rights, and maintaining professionalism are essential to prevent unnecessary conflict and uphold justice.